My name is Amy Chadney. I am a community artist and a confidence coach for women. Like, the cherry on the top of the training has been watching Friedel co-facilitate and watching that dynamic of how to co-facilitate the space and that respect for each other, and just that's something I'm really interested in. It's been able to work with somebody else to hold that space for children. But for seeing how a space is held to be so inclusive, that's something that's been really beautiful to watch. How Friedel and her co-facilitators have held spaces. It's been a really good example of what it looks like to be inclusive in a space. And that's, you can read about it as much as you want, or you could hear people talking about it, but to actually experience that and be a part of it, I feel very rich in information now, and just ready to let it all sink in. And the word that we've been using as a group is an embodiment of it, and that's my new word of the week. It's just embodying this information and really confidently knowing it, so we can pass it on. I have noticed this is the 4th day, and I've noticed today I'm like, oh I know how I'd respond to that, or oh, I know what my thought is on that. So that's, I think I was waiting for that to kick in. It's been a really transformational space for me, because of that sense of like, you don't have to know it all, and you can get it wrong, and you just say, oh, actually, let me just go talk to my co-facilitator, or I could find that information out for you. And just that gentleness of how the space has been held has been really great. I had experience working with Friedel with my daughter, who's 12, and I've been in that group, in a mother and daughter's group, puberty group, for about a year, and just really seeing the magic of what Friedel does and how it just impacts people so deeply, because it was for us it was a mother and daughter's group. So just seeing this like twofold, like the children just being so impacted by this new information that was so gently presented by Friedel, and without shame, and they were so open and they could ask questions. And then on another level, the mothers experiencing that in a safe space and a held space, and just watching and feeling, because I was one of those mothers as well, this really healing experience, and just this sort of awe, for want of another word, of like, oh, people are talking about this now, and it means so much, and it's just so important. Yeah, I think it's absolutely transformational. I get quite emotional about it, because just knowing myself and knowing all the people I grew up with, had they had this kind of information, life experience would have been very, very different for them growing up. So I just think it's vital work would be what I'd say. I think that's how I'd title it. It's vital work for children. Providing a space where people can feel seen, especially from such a young age, is transformational. It's impactful, it's life-changing, and it's transformational. And that's what